So this video is going to be a little bit of a weird video. We're going to talk about something that I kind of talked about a lot during 8.5, but we're also going to talk about something that a lot of people are ignoring about the update 9.5 update. So today we're going to start talking about the reworks, things that we need to see reworked in the next update, not just Irons, not just, the Vanguard event. I really hope that we also get these reworks in the next updates. Without further ado, let's get started. Before that, actually, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for this channel and my other channel. I am trying to post the Forge content, a different type of content on my other channel, while I'm trying to post the usual tower defense game content that I post here on the main channel. So if you want to see a different type of content, then don't forget to head on to my other channel where you will be able to see different types of content than the ones we usually post here. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to talk about the reworks and the remodels that we need to get for units. So if you guys don't already know, there was a lot of units that got DMCA'd, mainly the entirety of the JJK lineup. So Sukuna, Gojo, Toji, all of these units right here got obliterated and DMCA'd. So their once beautiful model is now gone, essentially. They really don't have a model anymore, which is actually pretty sad. And I really do hope that we get the rework for these units soon, because some of the best units in the game is Sukuna, right? So Sukuna is one of the best units in the game. Toji is one of the most used units in the Anniversary 9 stage. Gojo is still a pretty good unit, to be honest. Some people probably don't think he's that good, but he is still pretty good. And the map where sometimes do the world lines and challenges is obviously a JJK map as well, which is the Shibuya Station. And in this map right here, right, the Shibuya Station map has some models that are JJK based. So because they're JJK based, they're also been copyrighted, and the entirety of the JJK map just looks very weird without it. And since most of us here that plays challenges, does world lines, and maybe tournaments, even for some of you guys that does tournaments out there, it's probably very hard and annoying to play against DMCA models, and it really does kind of get in the way sometimes. And it's been a very long time since these guys got DMCA'd, and the fact that they still don't have their new model is actually very sad right now. So let me show you guys what I mean right here. You will see here that most of the units that are actually all of the units that are going to come out are essentially DMCA, as you guys can see. And then also Mahito and the train is also a DMCA, which is also very annoying. I just want to place right now Sukuna, just so that you guys can see. This is how Sukuna looks right here. It is very sad that he just has that DMCA model. So yeah, hopefully we get their reworks soon, and I actually want to show you guys how their reworks will look like. And also, an additional factor to why I really want these reworks to come out is because of how good they look like. So if you guys go a look at the game polls of the Anime Vanguards Discord, you guys will actually see insanely how good some of these models look like. So for example, Sukuna's model actually looks insanely good, right? This will obviously look better in game as well. And for those people that are saying, oh, it's a copyrighted model, it's not going to look good, Ainz, the recent Ainz model, the Anime Vanguards Update 9.5 Vanguard Unit Ainz model, is actually an original model. That Ainz model is not going to be copyrightable, right? Some of you guys might say that it's going to be copyrightable, but no, they actually hired lawyers to ensure that the models can stay as close to possible, as accurate as possible to the anime without being copyrightable. So Ainz is very safe. Even though he looks very close, he won't be copyrighted. And if Ainz can look that good, and for example, characters like Dio over Heaven can look insanely good as well, then I'm super excited for a refreshed model of Sukuna, who is still the top 10, top 5 best unit in the entire game, right? I'm really just hyped for a rework or remodel for Sukuna, because he's used in pretty much all teams because of how overpowered he is. So he definitely does deserve to get something, in my opinion. And we definitely deserve to now get their remodels. Obviously, characters like Gojo are going to get the remodels as well. Hopefully, Gojo's remodel is not going to look like this. I personally don't like Gojo's remodel here. I think his hair does not match him at all. I feel like his hair should be a little bit more spiky. These models right here are definitely still going to be improved, and I really hope we can see them in the next update, because I have no doubt they're going to look insanely good. My favorite one, apart from Sukuna, is Jogo, because of how good Jogo looks like. Freyren will also get a remodel, I believe. I don't know if Freyren's remodel is already in the game. And then another one is actually Shiny Sukuna. I'm very excited for Shiny Sukuna as well, because this is how it might look like. Obviously, I don't really like this one that much, but I hope that the actual Shiny Sukuna model will look so much better. Now, what I want you guys to also put your attentions on is going to be the user interface. So here's where I'm going to start yapping a little bit about what I think of Anime Vanguards. I think that Anime Vanguard's current user interface has been copied to hell and back by other tower defense games. I think Anime Vanguard's user interface is very, very clean, very, very interesting, and super good. But I think the problem with the Anime Vanguard's user interface is that it's been copied by literally every tower defense game, anime tower defense game that has released since Anime Vanguard's released last year. What that means is that this tower defense game, UI has been, or feels so old, actually. It really feels so old because you see it in most tower defense games. It feels so old and it feels so boring. So I really kind of want to see a user interface rework, especially because user interface is obviously the interface that we're going to be interacting with a lot. So I really hope that we can actually get a new feel for the user interface. I don't want new logos, right? Because I believe they actually had an option to have they changed the logos a while ago and it wasn't really that good. But I really do hope that they kind of rework these user interface to match something closer to what they already have sneaked, because we actually will be getting a rework for the inventory system. So the inventory system has been bugging out a lot recently, and this one right here is essentially what we're going to get as a replacement, because the inventory system is going to get replaced. I don't know if it's in the next update or in future updates. But yeah, this one right here, as you guys could see, this is Dia Over Heaven. And, he's in the inventory. This is going to be the actual inventory area, I believe, which is actually very nice. Let me see if there's a video of this. I don't think there's there's actually a video. But yeah, this one right here is, I believe, inside of the inventory. So take a look at how good this looks like. I don't think there are other tower defense games right now that are out that actually has this user interface. So if they're going to rework the inventory user interface to something that looks like this, I feel like for the sake of, everything looking the same and for the sake of consistency, I feel like that they should also rework the entire user interface to look something like this, because this one is a lot more unique to Anime Vanguard. It's a lot more modern. It feels a lot newer, in my opinion, compared to what we have right here, right now, that again has been copied by literally every other tower defense game that has released. So if Anime Vanguard was to do a user interface rework, it would actually look really good because it would look new. At least until the other tower defense game updates their game to copy Anime Vanguards again. So yeah, hopefully that these two reworks and remodels get added, because one of the main things that I really worry about Anime Vanguard's update 9.5 is that they put all their effort into Eins. I really hope that they didn't put 99% of their effort into Eins to ignore the other units, for example, to make the other units mediocre in comparison to Eins. They probably will be mediocre, but I really do hope that they put focus on the other units as well, or at least the other aspects of the game, like the gameplay, the stage, for example, or at least, maybe the user interface rework. So yeah, that's pretty much it. By the way, this sneak peek right here of the inventory rework, I don't know if this is going to be in 9.5 or if it's going to be in update 10, but I really do hope that we get it soon, because it's very interesting. Also, this is how the currency will look like in the next update. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and sub, and peace out, everybody. Peace out.